When copper sulfate aqueous is electrolyzed using copper electrodes, what observations would you make? Okay, so let's just go back a question or two a moment ago, because this will help us no end. In this question here, we were asked about the mass change of the electrodes in the electrolysis of copper sulfate. So we said at the cathode, the copper ions, okay, the cathode is the negative electrode, the copper ions, the positive copper ions in solution, go to that electrode, the copper ions go to that electrode and turn into solid copper metal. So the copper metal goes up in mass. So what would we see? We might see the copper cathode increasing in mass. So we might see it getting bigger. Certainly if we weighed it, it would be heavier. Okay, what about the anode? Well, we said at the anode is made of copper in the electrolysis of copper sulfate using copper electrodes. If it's carbon, obviously this would be different because carbon is inert, but using copper electrodes, the anode is made from copper. Now in that reaction, the copper gets involved. Okay, so the copper dissolves. Okay, so the copper solid electrode dissolves. So you might see, therefore, the anode getting smaller. You may see it dissolve. The electrolyte, however, you would not see change at all. No change. Because as the copper ions are being lost at the cathode, they're being gained at the anode, so you would see no change in colour. The electrolyte would be a blue colour, copper sulfate. You'd see no change in that colour at all. All these questions on elshamhighchemistry.com.